they're in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
9 yards. It's second down.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. To the left side where he's got Bowers. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
With some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try to make things a little bit better for their team?
And space tough to come by there. So they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme,
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
14-yard line.
Left thing, 19.
Richardson looking to throw this. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5 now, second and a yard.
A gain of 9.
Richardson working from the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Richardson out of the shotgun. Touchdown Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bengals are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. And now the kick is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, what a 4th quarter swing. You figure the extra point coming, it's a gimme, but it goes catastrophically wrong.
And I think the gimme went out the window when they moved the line from the 2-yard line to the 15, but still, you expect to be able to protect and kick the ball. Instead, that doesn't happen.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football and a touchdown. And now the rookie's free. Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes this a 9-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Dragon 60.
Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson going up top. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? But now an audible here into something else. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Two-point conversion.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Brings up third down.
The Bengals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw here is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Drop 60.
First
Here we
and
go.
goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Torrey Horton from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. So it's now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Not them giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It looks like they'll move things around here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Matthew Golden, 33 yards. And the Broncos have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Torrey Horton with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got the first down and more.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Dawson Knox, 43 yards.
And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop it.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He'll try and do this himself. Right side complete. That's Woods. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Richardson. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Torrey Horton finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Wow, and that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Matthew Golden
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Looking to throw. Richardson.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Top low, 8-6.
Back to throw. Richardson. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
18 Cardinals. Dragon 60. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Torrey Horton from a yard out. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Now, once again, the Bengals will try for 2.
The Bengals.
Now Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw here. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
And supreme confidence in the kicker. It turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will stay a 12-point game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously.